Hi my dears. Very good morning to all. Welcome back to our English class. In our previous class, we watched an animated video of some apples please and we finished our explanation part. Today, we are going to read the lesson. Now, take out your textbooks and be ready with your textbooks. Shall we start reading? Yes. Very good morning children. Open your textbook, page number 28. So here they have given some clues along with a box. So let us check what we have to write. Children, do you like fruits? So I think this is related to some fruits puzzle. Let us check. Get started. Use the clues to complete this crossword. The clues describe different kinds of fruits. Yes. So I like fruits very much. Across, downwards. So this is across and this is downwards. Number 1 has a prickly outer covering with yellow fruit inside. What is that fruit? Prickly outer covering with yellow fruit inside. What is that? Yes, I got it. It is a pineapple. So write here Pineapple. Apple. So now downwards. To fill second one, we need to go for downwards. Yellow and ripe. The sweet fruit is loved by monkeys. What is that fruit? Monkeys. Which fruit monkeys like? It is banana. B-A-N-A-N-A. Banana. Right? Now again we will go for across. That means we have to write third one. Small and round. This fruit can be green or purple. What is that? Small. What is that? Yes, my dear kids, you are absolutely right. That is grapes. So write here G-R-A-P-E-S. Very good. Now downwards. Downwards. Green and round. This fruit has many tiny seeds in the center, which is very healthy food. Yeah. What is that? Any guesses? No, your guess is wrong. It is guava. G-U-A-V-A. So write down here guava. Now again across. If you eat this fruit every day, it will keep the doctor away. I know, my dear children, you can answer for this. Absolutely right. Our lesson name is Some Apples Please. The answer is there. Yes, it is apple. A-P-P-L-E, apple. Very good. Now coming to this. What is this shape? Yeah, what is this? It is watermelon, right? So let us check what is there in this watermelon. Unscramble the names of some more fruits given in this slice of watermelon. Write them on the blanks. So let us check. G-O-N-M-A. What is this? Yes, our first lesson name is? Yes, very good. It is mango. M-A-N-G-O. Right here, mango. And this is rich in vitamin C. What is that fruit? Yes, it is R-A-O-N-E-G. What is that? Orange. Very good. O-R-A-N-G-E. Right here, orange. And this is E-A-R-P. What is this? It is pear, right? P-E-A-R, pear. And this is a very little fruit. E-R-R-Y-C-H. What is this? Any guesses? Any guesses? Yes, your guess is right. That is C-H-E-R-R-Y, cherry. And this fruit is also very good. It is very rich in vitamins. Yes, A-P-A-P-Y-A. That is papaya, P-A-P-A-Y-A, papaya. Yes. And so, we have finished our animated video and explanation plot. So you have to read now. We have to read the textbook. Yes. Now open page number 29 and start reading. And you have to listen carefully while I am reading. Okay. There is an old saying, where there is a will, there is a way. If you really want something and work hard for it, you will get it. Read this retelling of an English folk tale to see how a woman gets what she wants by being kind and helpful. So here, underline this line, that means observe this line, where there is a will, there is a way. This is called a proverb in English. Proverb means, in Telugu we call it as Sametalu. So here in English we call them as proverbs. Where there is a will, if you have a strong desire, that I want to learn anything, I will do anything, that there is a way, definitely you will get that. See, if you really want something, if you want to get success in any field, in anything, what you have to do? You have to do hard work. Without hard work, we can't achieve anything. Isn't it, children? Yes. So, what you have to do? For example, if you want to read very fluently, what you have to do? You are sitting at home and thinking, no, I want to read. No, it is not the way. For better reading skills, what you have to do? You have to practice every day. Practice writing, practice reading. That will improve your skills. So that is called hard work. So if you work hard, one day you will definitely read very fluently, isn't it? So from today onwards, try to do that. Now we'll start our reading. Section 1. This happened a very long time ago in England. There was a little old woman who lived in a city cottage in a village. So this folk tale means here, tale means a story. This is an English folk tale. And this happened in England. There a little old man lives in a cottage. One day she wanted to eat an apple pie. What is the meaning of apple pie? Bake a dish of pastry filled with sweetened apples. So it is a pastry filled with sweetened apples. So she want to eat an apple pie. How she get that apple pie and did she succeed or not? Let us check. So she want to eat an apple pie. The more she thought about it, the more she wanted to eat an apple pie made of juicy red apples. So the old woman continuously thinking that she want to eat apple pie. The more she is thinking about the apple pie, the more she want to eat. She is having it's becoming so strong that no, I have to eat like that. But she had no apples. Did the old woman had apples? No, she had no apples with her. She had a pear tree full of ripe yellow pears and a plum tree full of juicy red plums. The old woman only had pear tree and yellow ripened pears and a plum tree. The old woman had only pear tree and plum tree. She don't have any apple trees. So how she get that apple pie? We will read the lesson. But how can one make an apple pie with pears or plums? Isn't it? Can we make an apple pie without apples? She only have pears and plums. And the old woman longed for an apple pie. What is the meaning for longed here? Wanted very much. The old man wanted very much. She want to eat the apple pie. So she is continuously thinking for that apple pie. I know what to do. Immediately that old woman thought to herself that I know what to do. I will take some of my plums. I will take some of my plums to the market and get in exchange for them. So she had only plums and pears. Yes. What did she thought? She thought that undoubtedly she want to eat that apple pie. So what did she decide? She decided that I will take my plums to the market and I will exchange that apples with plums, and so I will get my apples. She thought like that. What is the meaning of exchange here? Exchange. Giving one thing and receiving another in return. Children, in the olden days, this exchange system is there. That means exchanging of goods. Exchanging of goods. In the olden days, people used to exchange the things. The goods, whatever they want, they will exchange from the goods to another goods and they will get that. So she set off with the plums in a basket on her arm. So check here, look at here the old woman's picture. She is carrying a bag of plums. So what did she do that? She said, that means she took a basket full of plums and she started walking to the market. As she walked along the road, she heard a lot of cackling and quacking. She peeped over the hedge and saw a young woman trying to herd a flock of hens, ducks and geese. Here children observe. What is this? Herd. A herd of flock. Trying to herd a flock of hens, ducks, geese. What is this? Already we learned. Yes, this is a collective noun. A group of hens, ducks. Look at here. This is called herd of ducks. And these ducks are making quackling and quacking sounds. The young woman looked up. Hello, she said. Are not these birds noisy? The young woman, she is asking the old woman that are not these birds noisy? Then the young woman and the old woman started talking like old friends. So both of them, they started talking with each other as if they are old friends. The old woman showed the young woman the plums and said how much she wanted to eat an apple pie. So the old man showed the basket of plums and saying to the young woman that how much she want to eat that apples. She is saying to the young woman. Oh, said the young woman, and after listening that, the young woman is saying, oh, my husband wants to have plum jam. And the young woman saying that my husband wants to eat that plum jam, and I have no plums at all on the farm. So the young woman, after listening to the old woman, she is saying that I don't have plums. So I would love some, but I have no apples to give you. I can only give you a bag of feathers in exchange for them. And here the young woman asking the old woman to give some apples. But she is saying that she don't have apples. She don't have apples in return to give. She have only a bag of feathers in exchange for the plums. Well, said the old woman, looking at the juicy red plums, I suppose at least one of us will have our wish. So this old woman was very kind and saying that it's okay if one of our desire is fulfilling, so you can take this red plums. No problem. You can give me that feathers. So she gave the plums to the young woman and took the bag of feathers. So this old woman was very kind and she gave the bag of plums to that young woman, and she took the bag of feathers and put into her basket, and again she kept the feathers in her basket. At least the feathers were lighter to carry, and she thinking that as those are feathers, so they are very light to carry, and she is thinking at least these feathers are easy to carry. Like that she is thinking. She set off once more for the market, hoping that she would get some apples for the feathers. Again she started, and she is thinking herself that she is hoping that still she didn't lose her hope, and she is thinking that it's okay if I get in exchange for the feathers, if I get some apples I will be happy. Like that she is hoping for the best, and she is started walking to the market again. The road was long, and she walked until she came to another farm. The road was long, and she is walking until she came to another farm. Look at here the picture. She came to another farm. The most delicious smell came floating out of the kitchen window of the farmhouse. She came to another farm, and from that farmhouse, out of the kitchen window, a very delicious smell coming out from that farmhouse. The old woman stopped at the gate to smell the fresh bread and cakes. As she stood there, she heard a man and a woman quarreling. So she stopped there, and she is enjoying the delicious smell. While she stood there, she heard a man and a woman, a couple, are quarreling. For what they are quarreling? What is the meaning of quarreling, children, here? Look at here. Arguing angrily. You will do this now with your siblings? Yes, with your siblings, with your mothers. You will do this. So this woman and man both, they are quarreling loudly. It is best to stuff a pillow with straw, said the woman in an angry voice. The woman is shouting, no, it is best to stuff the pillow. I don't think so. Cotton is best. Is not it much softer? So the man, she is not agreeing with the woman, and she is saying cotton is best to stuff a pillow. It is very softer. They both are arguing, and very in a loud voice both are quarreling. Hello, said the old woman. In between, the old woman said hello to both. The woman and the man turned to look at her. Suddenly, a voice came in between, and both man and the woman turned to her and looked at her. Oh, would you please help us settle this? So they both are asking, can you help for this? Is it better to stuff a pillow with straw or cotton? They're asking, which is better, to stuff a pillow? We can't agree, said the woman. Oh, neither, said the old woman. I would stuff it with feathers. So this old woman is saying, both are good, but I would like to stuff my pillow with feathers. I would stuff it with feathers. She is saying like that. Feathers makes the best pillows. And she is saying that feathers makes the best pillows. Oh, but we don't have feathers, said the couple sadly. They are saying that we don't have feathers to fill the stuff. That is hardly a problem, answered the old woman quickly. And she gave the bag of feathers to them. So what happened immediately after hearing that they don't have feathers to stuff that pillow, and immediately she gave the bag of feathers to them. Oh, thank you, said the couple. So they felt very happy and said thank you to the old woman. I would love to have some apples in return. She is a very strong woman, we can say, because she's desire is so much strong, and she is saying continuously to all that I want to eat my apple pie. So in return, could you please give me apples in return, the feathers, said the old woman. "We have no apples, but there is some freshly baked bread," said the man, and gave her 2 large loaves fresh from the oven. So they said that they don't have apples, but we have freshly baked bread. And the man gave 2 loaves. Observe here, children, this is loaves. L-O-A-F is singular, and this L-O-A-V-E-S is plural. Singular, plurals. Fresh from the oven. So the man gave 2 large loaves of bread from the oven. "Well, at least I can have bread and soup for dinner." Again, she's thinking herself that it's okay, I can have bread and soup for my dinner, thought the old woman, even if I did not get any apples. Suppose I didn't get my apples for apple pie, it's okay if I have bread and soup for my dinner. I did stop the quarrel. And somehow she stopped the quarrel, and she felt very happy for that, and she thinking herself that it's okay, if I won't have any apples, at least for my dinner I can have bread and soup. That's all for today's class, children. I hope you understood the lesson, and once go through the lesson and read section 1 carefully and with spellings also. Bye bye, children. That's all for today's class.